let's get to a little talk about last night's game. We saw at the very top of the show, West Virginia great Rasul Douglas, who not that long ago was playing for the Cardinals, now with the Packers, making that interception in the end zone. And it was like a lightning strike thing. Like at first, I wasn't quite sure what happened. He picked it off, in part because A.J. Green didn't turn around. An epic Thursday night game. And do you remember a few years ago, like there was so much criticism of the Thursday night games and was the gameplay any good and should they be playing on short week, and the players complained about it. That's kind of gone away. And the gameplay seems pretty good. The games have been compelling. Last night, one of the best we've ever seen on a Thursday night, and you never hear much anymore by way of people complaining about teams playing on Sunday and turning around and playing on Thursday. And I think one of the reasons they're not complaining, we're entertained by what we see on Thursday nights.
Yeah, and also the fact that, when they give us these free footballs, when we get to tune in early on a Sunday and we watch the London game, it's usually a team like the Jaguars or the Dolphins playing. So these out-of-whack scheduling games, it's always nice when we get two good teams that get to play against each other. And we haven't had the conversation of, is Thursday night football bad for football yet? But I feel like last night actually might have taken a step in that direction just because there were so many injuries. People got hurt. The Fox injury music was really getting a workout. And I think we're going to start having that conversation sooner rather than later. But we deserved a good football game as football fans, Mike, because the last couple of weeks, I feel like the NFL was really struggling to put together quality football games for us. And as fans, we kept showing up. We'll eat whatever dish Roger Goodell puts in front of us. So it was good to finally get a game that we deserved as fans after all the work that we've been putting in, waking up at 8:30 in the morning, to watch the Falcons play over in Wembley Stadium or Tottenham, wherever it was. But yeah, it was a good game last night. I was hoping for some free football, for some overtime. It reminded me a little bit of a nicer version of a Seahawks game that just felt like it was destined for overtime. I was hoping for maybe a big field goal miss and maybe two more field goals to get made in overtime at the end there. But yeah, overall, good game. A couple real head scratchers by the Packers, especially on offense. At the end, choosing not to run the ball when they get inside the 5-yard line. They're absolutely blowing the Cardinals off the ball when they're driving down the field. You've got A.J. Dillon in your backfield who's got quads that look like they're growing in Northern California out in the woods. And for some reason, he's collecting dust. He's aging on the bench like a 48-ounce ribeye. And I think everybody out there was thinking that the Packers were about to just throw it all away at the end until that lucky interception, miscommunication by A.J. Green. So, yeah, all in all, good game. Felt like it was worth staying up to watch this time.
And let's start there with how it ended, because it really was that momentum swing where it felt like the Packers were putting it away. They'd signaled touchdown. They had 30-21 on the scoreboard, and then it went the other way. There's the interception where Rasul Douglas nails the game down at a time when we thought at a minimum it was going to be overtime, or the Cardinals were going to score, or they were going to score and Aaron Rodgers was going to take the Packers down the field with a couple of Hail Marys. I mean, those were the various permutations I was thinking of. Overtime or touchdown and the Packers can't pull off the miracle, or the best outcome, Aaron Rodgers pulls off the miracle. Instead, it's that boom, it's over, it's done. And let's hear from some of the various participants. Cliff Kingsbury, the coach of the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, who threw the pass, Matt LaFleur, the coach of the Packers, and Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Packers, on that interception that slammed the door in Arizona's face so quickly. Here they are.
Yeah, I mean, we feel like it's a safe throw if he knew the route to run, no question. Yeah, they brought zero. It was the right place to go with the ball. Just didn't communicate on some level, and then the guy made a good play. That's a routine play down there for us, and for whatever reason, it didn't work out this time.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Just some miscommunication. I couldn't tell you, but, we just got to be better. Obviously, after the fact, it's, we both know, we weren't on the same page, and it cost us. But, we'll be better because of it.
It was a special moment right there when we made that pick, and just to see the celebration, not only on the sidelines but in the stands, it's something I won't ever forget.
I was thinking about plays, what we're going to do if we got the ball back with 10 seconds left. So proud of Rasul. What a great story, How special is this game? Guys on the street, comes in, starts for us, finishes the game out for us. Amazing.
First interception for Douglas since 2018. Kyler Murray's first red zone interception this season, and it really was a miscommunication. And somebody made the point, I think it was Kent Summers of the Arizona Republic, the fact that the reporters can't go into the locker room anymore and you can only talk to whoever they bring out for press conferences or whatever, that prevented folks from gathering around A.J. Green's locker and asking him what the hell happened on that last play. And we don't know if he would have given an unvarnished answer, if he would have been frustrated. We don't know because they don't do it anymore. It's still one of the after effects of the pandemic. You don't get a chance to hear from A.J. Green. You just hear from the people that they trot out for those press conferences. But I'd really love to know what happened on that play from A.J. Green's perspective, because he didn't even – I don't know if he didn't think he was one of the reads. I don't know what, and we're not going to know until if and when A.J. Green ever talks about it.
Yeah, that's the real victims here are the journalists, Mike. I feel like it's our duty, our sacred job. No, you're right. You're right, Mike. As the fourth estate, we need to be holding these players accountable.
We're the liaisons to the fans.
Yeah.
Aren't you curious to know what A.J. Green was thinking? That's how we find out. The journalists go in and they ask him.
I know what A.J. Green was thinking. He was like, I thought it was a run play. Here, I'll be A.J. Green. You be a journalist. Go.
Okay. What were you thinking?
I thought it was a run play. I thought we called it a run play.
There we go.
And, I haven't been here that long. Sorry. We're going to go back and get on the same page and have a good week of practice.
See, that's good. That's good. That's all it would have been. But
go.
we don't have that now. We have to fill the vacuum through dramatic recreations of something that was never actually created in the first place. There was an issue with Kyler Murray limping around, and part of me thought he was trying a little okey-doke on the Packers, like, I'm not going to run it in, I'm limping. But it did seem to affect him. Now, he said after the game, I'm not injured. I think last year after he was injured on a Thursday night against the Seahawks, he said, I'm not injured. So, I don't expect him to admit it. But I wonder whether or not whatever he was experiencing, discomfort, limitation, whatever, if that had any role in it. But it was just a strange moment to end the game when they're at their 1 yard line. They got to go 99 yards. First two plays did not work. A run that went nowhere that was almost a safety. And they showed one of the replays. It's like, I think his knee may be down in the end zone. They didn't talk about that. I need to go back and watch it on the Game Pass feature. Second play was an incomplete pass because Christian Kirk fell down. And then, boom, 20 yards. Next thing you know, they're in field goal range. And it really was a shocking end the way that occurred. So good for Rasul Douglas, who was on the Arizona practice squad just a month ago, joined the Packers, and off they go.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.